In this lesson, we will learn how to place bracket order on TWS from our application. So what is a bracket order? Bracket order is a combination of three orders and initial entry order. Initial entry order can be on the long side or it can be on the short side. Second order is the take profit order. Usually this is a limit order. And third order is a stop loss order, and this is usually a stop order. So bracket order can be of two types. We can have a buy bracket order and then we can have a sell bracket order. If the initial entry direction is on the long side, it's called as a buy bracket order. If the initial entry direction is on the short side, it's called as a sell bracket order. Now let's take an example of a buy bracket order. So we place initial buy order at $100. Then we place take profit limit order at $110 and the third stop loss level at $95. Let's take an example of a sell bracket order. So we place initial short order at $100. Then we place take profit order at $90 and stop loss order at $105. What are the advantages of bracket order? It helps to lock in the profits and also to limit your losses. So this is a very good risk management tool used by traders. Now let's learn how we can place bracket order from our application to TWS. So let's go to our editor, and I've already opened placeorder.py file. This script we had created during our lesson on how to place orders. So we'll be using this script as a starting point for this lesson. So I'll copy this code and open a new file, paste it over here, and let's save this as place bracket order.py. Let's close the script. So in this script, what we have done is we have created an Apple stock contract, and then we created a limit order to purchase 10 shares at a limit price of $140. And finally, we placed the order on TWS. So in order to place the bracket order, since we need three orders, so let's first create three orders here. So let's change this to create entry order, and let's change the name to entry order, and let's change the name here as well. So we write entry order, and let's change the limit price to $130. Right now Apple stock is trading at 138.1, so we are placing this limit order at $130. Now let's create the other two orders, that is the profit and stop loss orders as well. So let's change this to create profit order. Let's change the name to profit order, and let's change the name here as well. So we write profit order, and this is going to be a sell limit order. So we change this action to sell, and let's change the limit price to $150. And now let's change the stop loss order as well. So let's write stop loss order, and let's change the name here, stop loss order, and let's change the name here as well, stop loss order. And this is again going to be a sell order, so we change the action to sell, and order type is going to be a stop order. And since this is going to be a stop order, therefore instead of limit price, we're going to specify aux price or auxiliary price. This is the price at which this order gets triggered. So let's change this to $125. And now that we have created these three orders, we need to tell TWS that each of these three orders is a part of a bracket order. That is, this entry order is a parent order, and profit order and stop loss orders are the child orders. And we also need to ensure that these three orders are transmitted simultaneously so that there is no risk of child order getting executed even before the entry order or the parent order is filled. So in order to do that, we are going to need to make three changes. The first change we need to make is to specify the order ID of each of these three orders. So order ID is an attribute that is available in the order class. So let's first go to the source code, and we go to C drive, TWS API, source, Python client, and then IB API. And let's open order.py. So here we have the order class, and inside this order class, this attribute order ID is what we are interested in. So the default value is 0, but in this case, we need to specify the order IDs of each of these three orders, and let's do that. So we write entry order dot order ID, and let's use the next valid ID that we get once our application gets connected to TWS, and we can use this line of code. So let's cut this and let's paste this over here so that this order ID variable is available to be used here. So we copy this order ID and paste it over here. Let's add a comment here and say fetch next valid order ID, and let's specify the order ID for the profit order as well. So we write profit order dot order ID equal to order ID, and this time we need to increment the order ID by 1. So if you remember from one of our previous lessons, we mentioned that whenever we want to place multiple orders, we need to increment the order ID so that every order has a different or unique order ID. So let's do that for the stop loss order as well. So we write stop loss order dot order ID equal to order ID plus 2 this time. Let's save this file, and the next thing now we need to do is to specify or tell TWS that this profit order is the child order of the entry order, that is, this entry order is a parent order, and again stop loss order is also the child order of the parent order, that is this entry order. And we do that by specifying the parent ID field. So if we again go back to order.py file, we'll see that there is a attribute called parent ID, and this is what we are going to specify. So for the profit order, we are going to write profit order dot parent ID equal to, and we're going to specify the order ID of the entry order. So we write this is equal to entry order dot order ID, and let's specify the parent ID for the stop loss order as well. So we write stop loss order dot parent ID equal to, and let's again use this entry order dot order ID. And the third change that we need to do is we need to tell TWS that all these three orders need to be transmitted simultaneously, that is as together and not as individually. And in order to do that, we're going to make use of a field or attribute in the order class called transmit. So this is the transmit flag, and if it is set to false, then order will be created but not transmitted. So what we will do is for the profit order and the entry order, we're going to set the transmit flag as false, but for the stop loss order, we're going to set this to true. So what will happen is when this order is placed and TWS sees that the transmit flag is true, it is not only going to transmit this order but also the previous two orders. So we're going to specify the entry order dot transmit equal to false, and profit order dot transmit equal to false as well. But for the stop loss order, since this is the last order, we will specify that stop loss order dot transmit equal to true. Let's save this. And now that we have created these three orders, the final thing we need to do is place these three orders on TWS, and we're going to make use of the place order method. So let's first place the entry order. So let's copy this and let's paste it over here. And one more thing we need to do is increment the order ID. So we write order ID plus equals 1. And let's copy this and paste a couple of times. So let's copy the profit order and replace this here. And let's copy the stop loss order and replace this here. So we have created the three orders, and here we are placing the three orders as well. Let's save the script and let's go to TWS and also open our command window. So you can see that I've already activated IB API underscore env environment. I'm also inside code directory. So let's run python place bracket order.py and let's see what happens. So here you can see that we have placed a bracket order in Apple. This is the parent order, buy limit order at $130. Second order is the profit order. This is sell limit order at $150. And third order is the stop loss order, which is sell stop order at $125. You can also see that the key for the parent order is 2, and for the child orders is 2.1 and 2.2. And we can also visualize these three orders on the chart as well. So this is the parent buy limit order at 130. This is the profit order sell limit at $150. And the last one is the stop loss order, that is sell stop at $125.